This is the story of Ivan Skavinsky and Abdullah Bulbul Amir. The sons of the prophet are hardy and bold and quite unaccustomed to fear. But the bravest by far in the ranks of the Shah was Abdullah Bulbul Amir. But the heroes were plenty and well known to fame in the troops that were led by the Tsar. And the bravest of all was a man by the name of Ivan Skavinsky Skivar. One day this bold Russian had shouldered his gun and donned his most truculent sneer. He went into town where he happened to run into Abdullah Bulbul Amir. Young man, then quoth Abdul, has life grown so dull that you wish to end your career? Vile infidel, know that you've trod on the toe of Abdullah Bulbul Amir. So take your last look at the sunshine and brooks and send your regrets to the Tsar. For by this I imply you are going to die, Mr. Ivan Skavinsky Skivar. They fought all that night neath the yellow moonlight. The din it was heard from afar, and huge multitudes came, so great was the fame of Ivan Skavinsky Skivar. Just as Abdul's long knife was to end Ivan's life, in fact he was shouting, "Huzzah! Huzzah!" He felt himself struck by that wily Kalmuck, bold Ivan Skavinsky Skivar. There's a grave where the wave of the blue Danube flows, and on it engraven so clear is stranger remember to pray for the soul of Abdullah Bulbul Amir. A Muscovite maiden her lone vigil keeps neath the light of the pale polar star. But the name that she murmurs most oft as she weeps is Ivan Skavinsky Skivar.
You'll have a wonderful time, such a wonderful time in a typical mood of Nanu. It's much better than a pension apart, typical noodling in the dark. You'll have a wonderful time, such a wonderful time in a typical mood for two. If you're trying hard to make her fall in love with you, just take her in a typical
fancy ball. We stayed until the lights went out before we left the hall. Then we went to a restaurant, though it was very late. She said she wasn't hungry, but this is what she ate. An oyster stew with crackers too, a chicken and a roast, 2 turkey legs, some scrambled eggs, and soft-shell crabs on toast. Some cheese soufflé, a small fillet, her appetite was immense. When she called for pie, I thought I'd die, for I had but 50 cents. For I had but 50 cents. I thought she might be thirsty, I didn't stop to think. I asked her if she'd like to have a tiny little drink. She was so sweet I couldn't have her think I was a crank. She said she wasn't thirsty, but this is what she drank. A glass of ale, a gin cocktail, it made me shake with fear. Some sherry wine and brandy fine, and then a glass of beer. A rye highball, so cool and tall, she ought to have had more sense. When she asked for more, I fell on the floor, for I had but 50 cents. For I had but 50 cents. I said I wasn't hungry, I didn't care to eat, expecting every minute to be kicked out in the street. She took it in so calmly, she was a clever kid. I gave the man my 50 cents, and this is what he did. He tore my clothes, he broke my nose, he hit me in the jaw. He gave me a prize of 2 black eyes and dragged me on the floor. He caught me by the seat of the pants and threw me over the fence. Take our advice, don't try it twice, when you have but 50 cents.
heart that's broken too. I'll cling to those dreams I once knew, along with a memory of you. I know now to love you was in vain. My heart keeps crying out in pain. You're gone, leaving me sad and blue, along with a memory of you. Now 'tis in those eyes that used to laugh, as they stare at your photograph. That's all I have left, now it's true, along with a memory of you. I hope that someday for me you'll yearn. I pray for that day you'll return. What more can I do? I wish I knew, along with a memory of you. Mr. Shylock was stingy, I was miserly too. I was more selfish and crabby than a shellfish. Oh dear, it's queer what love can do. I'd give all my possessions to you. I've got $5, 85 relations, 2 lace combinations, they belong to you. 2 coats and collars, Ma and Grandma wore 'em, all the moths adore 'em, they belong to you. I've got a heart that must be spurtin', just be certain I'll be true. Take my $5, take my shirts and collars, take my heart that hollers, everything I've got belongs to you. Got tulips that care for mating, therefore waiting will not thought of you, it seems deep within my heart I hear bells ring. They tell of my love for you, my evening song. Come into my arms where you belong. They tell of my love for you, my evening song. Come into my arms where you belong, where you belong. We're dancing to the music of the wedding waltz that speaks of love, and I'm in heaven to hear it play, for this is our wedding day. This magic night of ecstasy will live within our memory. We'll share this dream that will never fade, and treasure the vows we made. I will always love you, dear, faithful at your side. Through the laughter and each tear, love will be our guide. So hold me close to you, sweetheart, and from now on we'll never part. For I'll be dancing my whole life through the wedding waltz with you.
Charity. Faith was the youngest, Hope was the boldest, and they both looked down on Charity. Faith went to the city, soon she was sitting pretty. There she met an aging millionaire. She wrote, Hope, don't be silly, come at once to the city, 'cause what you've got is worth a lot down here. She went and didn't do so bad. Between the two they met who's who and gave everything they had. But the third little sister, they found out that they missed her. Poor Charity was home alone. But they were mistaken, she wasn't forsaken. She had rings on her fingers and wore nylon hose, a Rolls Royce car and ermine wrap and lots of pretty clothes. They asked her, how did you get it? How did you get it? Then Charity replied, they're my own. While Faith and Hope were busy working in the city, Charity began at home. Three little sisters, Faith, Hope, and Charity. Faith was the youngest, and Hope was the boldest, and they both looked down on Charity. Faith went to the city, soon she was sitting pretty. There she met an aging millionaire. She wrote, Hope, don't be silly, come at once to the city, 'cause what you've got is worth a lot down here. She went and didn't do so bad. Between the two they met who's who and gave everything they had. But the third little sister, they found out that they missed her. Poor Charity was home alone. But they were mistaken, she wasn't forsaken. She had rings on her fingers and wore nylon hose, Rolls Royce car and ermine wrap and lots of pretty clothes. They asked her, how did you get it? How did you get it? And Charity replied, they're my own. While Faith and Hope were busy working in the city, Charity began at home like mad. Think they're mighty wise just because they know a thing or two. Why, you can see them every day strolling up and down Broadway, telling of the wonders they can do. You'll see wise guys and boosters, card shops and crap shooters, they congregate round the metropole. Wearing those flashy ties and collars, but where they get their dollars, they've all got an ace down in the hole. 'Cause
the old folks for dough, and that's their ace in the hole. While others have gals on that old tenderloin, and that's their ace in the hole. They'll tell you of money they've made and they've spent, but they never can flash the bankroll. And their names would be mud like a chump dealing stud if they lost that old ace in the hole.
I've just been your place.
some would say. Oh, what a lovely night. I turned around and I saw you standing there. I still remember the flowers in your hair. Sweet love, loving lover, please come back.
Need your loving. I need your loving.
A one-night heaven, that's all I ever got. From 8 till 11, it ended on the dot. That's when it happened, the very thing I feared. I closed my eyes once, and then you disappeared. Sweet love, loving lover, please come back.
Need your loving. I need your loving.
I've been going crazy looking for my loving baby, going up and down the street and asking everyone I meet if they have seen an angel anywhere with pretty flowers in her hair. Tell me, where can she be? Love, love, lover, my tears are falling for you. Love, love, and lover, my heart keeps calling for you. I need you badly. You know I love you madly, feel so forsaken. My heart is almost breaking. Sweet love, loving lover, please come back.
Need your loving. I need your loving.
Da-da-do, 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 da-da-do. One thing isn't very clear, my love. Should the teacher stand so near, my love? Graduation's almost here, my love. Teach me to
Dream, baby, all I do is dream about you. Dream, baby, don't know what I'd do without you. Your goodnight kiss lingers like a song. I go to sleep, but I can feel it all night long. That's why I dream, baby, about that certain day when you're my dream, baby. All that I can say is that it's got to come true. Oh, what would I do without a dream, baby, like you? about that certain day when you're my dream, baby. All that I can say is that it's got to come true. Oh, what would I do without a dream, baby, like you?
D-R-E-A-M-B-A-B-Y. Then you wake up with a great big sigh.
Good night.
night kiss lingers like a sun. I go to sleep, but I can feel it all night long.
That's why you T-R-E-A-M-B-A-B-Y. All we can say is my, oh my, oh my.
And it is bound to come true. I know what I'll do with a dream baby like you.
If you dream for a while, you'll wake with a smile, 'cause your dreams both just came in.
That's how my dream baby came true.
Bess couldn't help it any more than you could, or I could. Bess couldn't help it, though she tried to be good, oh so good. She was pretty as the heaven above. Oh boy, and how she could love. Bessie had affection that was simply wonderful, oh terrible. Bess couldn't help it any more than you could, or I could. When she smiled, you were bound to fall, that's all. A boy kissed Bessie in a beautiful night. Why, oh, why did she always delight? Bessie couldn't help it any more than you could, or I could, or you could, or I could.
Now, Bessie was a college girl. Don't think that she was dumb.
Uh-huh.
Although she never studied, she was clever as they come.
Is that so?
While other girls took chemistry and calculus and Greek, she took up the dean and graduated in a week.
Oh, boy.
Bess couldn't help it any more than he could, or she could, or he could, or she could.
One night when Bessie's boyfriend came to her house on a date, he told her he was in the mood to really celebrate. He said to Bess, let's you and I get married, dear, or something. But Bessie just said, let's you and I get married, dear, or nothing.
Bess couldn't help it any more than he could, or she could, or he could, or she could.
Now, Bessie may be cute if you're crazy for the girls. But I could never get excited about anything in curls. My friends are strictly masculine, not altogether fussy. I'm a man's man. Oh, swish, you brazen hussies.
Bess couldn't help it any more than he could, or she could, or he could, or she could.
Now, Bessie came to me one day to spill her tale of woe. I listened and I listened till I couldn't take no more. I got a sock in the nose when I told her, Dizzy Frail, your story's kind of screwy, but I do believe your tale.
Bess couldn't help it any more than he could, or she could, or he could, or she could.
Bessie had more boyfriends than you and I could count.
That's a lot, Jean.
But temptation was an obstacle she never could surmount.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that poor Bessie really wanted to be bad.
No?
She just couldn't hold on to everything she had. Poor Bessie.
Cause it happened to my gal, and now my heart is full of misery. I'm looking for the Sheik of Araby, that double-crossing Sheik of Araby. He stole my gal away last Monday week today, and he vamped her with a banjo on his knee.
and he vamped her with a banjo on his knee. Banjo.
Oh, so sorry.
I ride the lonely desert night and day, and all my camel says is nay, nay, nay. For that camel doesn't know how far he's got to go before we catch the Sheik of Araby.
Bakshish, bakshish, bakshish. I say, my good man, what does that word bakshish mean?
How should I know?
Well, if you don't know what it means, why do you keep on saying it?
I've been singing it for 20 years. I'd be crazy to stop now.
All right.
I'm so sorry. I'm really terribly sorry.
Bakshish, bakshish, bakshish.
Oh, goodbye, old chap. I suppose you know who I am, don't you? Well, I'll bet. Who are you? Well, I'm the Sheik of Araby. Toodaloo.
Alone, the fragrance of
fills your hair. Baby, the yellow dust of moonlight lit the air. Baby, but I woke up and all broke up. A jug of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou, baby. Fragrance of gardenia fills your hair. Baby, the yellow dust of moonlight lit the air. Baby, but I woke up and all broke up. A jug of wine, a loaf of bread, a jug of wine, my loaf of bread, and thou, baby. All I do is dream of you the whole night through. With the dawn, I still go on and dream of you. You're every thought, you're everything, you're every song I'd ever sing. Summer, winter, autumn, and spring. And were there more than 24 hours a day, they'd be spent in sweet content, dreaming away. When skies are gray, when skies are blue, morning, noon, and nighttime too, all I do the whole day through is dream of you. Spring.